Hello, everyone, and welcome to the last EG Live for, or I'm sorry, EG Gaming for a little bit. Yeah, so I've been doing a bunch of Castlevania games for Halloween, with Halloween coming up later this week, and unfortunately, I'm going to be busy doing some other stuff. Yeah, this is probably going to be the last time I play at least Castlevania games for a little while. I will say this though, I am like going through and playing these games, like especially going back last night, even though it was not a good stream. If you go back and watch my stream for Castlevania Symphony of the Night, it was not a good stream. I had a bunch of problems in the beginning trying to get the ROMs or the BIOS to load. Finally got that working with the help of the chat, which, you know, thank goodness for the chat. But anyway, going back and playing that's the first time I've played it since I've played Rondo of Blood and beat it. And I have to say, like, as much as I know I need to move on to other games, man, there's something that makes me really want to go back and play these games, like in story, in time, in chronology order, essentially. Just because it's like, man, like, as much as these games kind of jump around and everything, there's kind of a cohesive story throughout these games, and that's really, really cool. The funny thing is if I stick to just the primary storyline, there's quite a few games I'd end up omitting. So let's see, Epically, my boy jumped in first, of course. Last line, sorry, the last night's stream was not good. Yeah, dude, like I said, that was on me. I should have checked beforehand. But like I said, thank goodness I had the chat to help me out, and it turned out to just be... I don't know if maybe I'm running a newer version of RetroArch. I don't know if I'm running an older version of RetroArch. I thought it was up to date. Maybe they changed stuff. Maybe I accidentally changed stuff. But yeah, where everyone was telling me to put the BIOS, that was not where it belonged. And as soon as we figured out it was supposed to go in another place, everything started working. So, but yeah, so hopefully we're gonna have a lot better night tonight. So like I said, and this is the last game I'm going to play in this series. That being said, I've never played this game. In fact, I didn't even know this game existed until just, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. Let's move over here. Yeah, there's the chat. So yeah, let's get into it and talk about it. So, didn't mean to have it come up doing this. Let's go back here real quick. All right. So like I said, we are continuing on with our Castlevania Mania. And tonight we are playing Castlevania Legends on the Game Boy. This thing came out March 11th, 1998. Now, I had to do some research on this and look it up. The reason why I never knew this game existed is because this is extremely late in the Game Boy's life cycle. In fact, I believe it was November of this year, November of 1998, is when the Game Boy Color came out. So, like, the fact that this game was made and wasn't already ported to be a colorized version is kind of odd. And then just 3 years later, we get the Game Boy Advance. And actually the next game in release order. So let's take a look at that. Well, real quick. So anyway, this came out March 11th, 1998. We are playing Sonia Belmont, the first female main protagonist in the series. This takes place 26 years before Castlevania 3. I believe I read somewhere she is supposed to be the mother of Trevor Belmont. That is if it's stuck with the actual timeline. The problem with this game is it did not. This is in its actual own Legends timeline. So let's get to that real quick. So yeah, release order. We've done Castlevania, Simon's Quest, Castlevania the Adventure, or The Castlevania Adventure, Dracula's Curse, Belmont's Revenge, Super Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo, Castlevania Rondo of Blood on TurboGrafx 16, Castlevania Bloodlines, Castlevania Dracula X back on the Super Nintendo. We did Symphony of the Night last night, and then like I said, this game dropped literally a year after Symphony of the Night. Like, I would love to know who was like, hey, I still have this idea for a Game Boy game I want to put out, and they're like, sure, let's do it. Last line. I guess you don't count the N64 games. Don't talk about those. No, so I'm only going off of what I know I can definitely emulate. I'm pretty sure I can do the N64 games. I've also just kind of run out of time. Like, I originally was hoping to get about 3 more nights in, and I was going to go ahead and run through the Game Boy Advance games, because literally the next game in, well, like here would be, I think, that. Now, I also didn't consider the two games because I wasn't sure I could emulate them. I may be getting an upgrade. I may be upgrading my computer here in the next few months or whatever. And if that's the case, I should definitely be able to emulate them. But yeah, I'm really thinking the next time I do this, or who knows, I may not even be able to wait till Halloween next year. I really want to play these games story-wise. Like, there's just a really good continuous story going through here. So, but when it comes to the storyline, so we start off with Dracula's Curse. Like I said, this one takes place in 1450, so literally 26 years before Trevor Belmont. Then we have Castlevania the Adventure, or the Castlevania Adventure, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania, Simon's Quest. Seeing we're not going to get to Harmony of Dissonance. And then it goes to Rondo of Blood, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Bloodlines, and then, like I said, we're not going to even get to the Game Boy Advance games. Super Castlevania 4 and Dracula X are in their own timeline, as well as Circle of the Moon. That is also in that timeline. This game is completely off by itself. Nothing else is connected to it. What games are you going to be playing for Christmas? That's a good question, Epically. I have no idea yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep going on with the theme or whatever. I'm sure I could find, if nothing else, I could probably do like games that like have difficult ice levels or something. I'm sure I could figure out something. I don't know if there's any particular, Christmas games. There might be some games that have some Christmas themes, but I'm not doing what you're hoping I'm going to say. I'm not going to do Fortnite. Because I'm sure there's some kind of a, Christmas thing that happens with it. So, but anyway, so that's our backstory on this game, and let's get into it. Like I said, we are playing Castlevania Legends tonight on the OG Game Boy. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I have fired this up maybe once, but I've never actually really given this game any time. You can play the games that you maybe got for Christmas. Dude, if I could remember what games I got for Christmas, that would be awesome. Because the only game I can remember that I got for Christmas would have been... You know what? No, I take that back. I might be able to reconstruct some stuff. I would need to talk to my brother and my boy Lou. Because I know I got the Nintendo for Christmas, the OG Nintendo. I know I got that for Christmas. I know I got Ghostbusters on the Atari 2600 for Christmas. And I'm pretty sure I got my Sega Genesis for Christmas, so I could go back and try to figure out like maybe what games I got back then. So, but no social media going all the way back then, so I can't just go back in my history and be like, what did I get for Christmas that year? But yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Good job there, Epicline. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started with Castlevania Legends. It's a Game Boy Color. Here we go. 0 of 49 achievements. And yes, while I could play this I could go into the settings and change this so that it has, the greenish hue of the OG Game Boy. I'm not going to do that to myself. We'll leave it black and white. So. We're going to give it a second here and see if it gives us any kind of a backstory or anything like that. Because like I said, I honestly have probably fired this game up for maybe a few seconds just to see if it worked or whatever. But that's it. So far, nothing. What's funny is it says developed by KCEN. That's actually the call letters for one of the local TV channels around here. It's our local NBC affiliate. Is KCEN. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't think it's going to give us anything. We're going to hit start. All right, new game, password, we're going to go new game. Not a fan of the puke colors. No, last line, not really. I mean, they were fine for back in the day, but yeah, I'm not a fan. All right, here we go. Standard mode, light mode. I wonder what the difference is. I guess we're going to go standard mode. See what happens. This is the tale of a young girl's struggle to single-handedly provide Transylvania, a place ruled by madness and despair, with the light of hope. And there's our protagonist, Sonia Belmont. Got a classic map. Well, we got some classic Castlevania music going on here. I think this is Vampire Killer. Or is this, no, this is, well, maybe it's not quite Bloody Tears. Yeah, it is Bloody Tears. At least they're only hitting me for one tick off of my heart every time. We're collecting hearts. So hopefully we'll get a secondary weapon. Alright, so now we've got the Morning Star with the flame attachment. I'm gonna say, this is already very much more Castlevania than the first Castlevania on the original Game Boy. Oh. Was it not far enough over? I guess not. Kind of a weird looking ghost there. Yeah, I guess I wasn't far enough over. I was like, does she have any other special moves? Not that I can tell. I mean, it's a Game Boy game. I can't really see having a bunch of special moves. Oh! Oh, I didn't realize I can actually kind of turn midair. That's interesting. Okay. Not doing great so far, though. I'm already down to 0 men. Zero women. I mean, the music sounds fine for a Game Boy game. Zombie down here. I'm guessing there's no secondary weapons because I would have assumed I would have gotten one by now. Like, this just kind of reaffirms the whole idea that when they released the original OG Castlevania, The Adventure on the Nintendo, I'm sorry, on the Game Boy, that it was rushed and it was just like, we gotta get something out. So, because this is at least seems like a proper Castlevania game. Oh, I got a 1-up. That's good. Let's see. Do we have anything here? I'm not a fan of the Game Boy sound chip personally. I wish it was as good as the NES. I mean, it's okay. I mean, considering what they had to work with on the system. There are, I mean, going back to some of the other games, though, some of the music's actually pretty good on them, especially when you have headphones on and you can hear a good separation. Like, there's not a lot of separation in the music here. It's just decent. I don't know if you'll notice in the bottom here, on the bottom right-hand corner, it keeps flashing up every time I kill an enemy. I've killed now 56 of 500, so I guess I get another achievement at 500 kills. I should have looked to see how long this game is. I have no idea if this game's like 4 levels, 5 levels. Whoa, what's happening? Okay, that was weird. And without a secondary weapon, this is going to be... Oh, what the hell? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I can not get hit by this. Okay, well, that was weird. Sucked, because it took me down to 3 health. So maybe either Dracula's forces are not as strong as they are in other games, but gotta point out something to the gents, but when Sonya gets hit, she only takes 1 tick of hit of damage. Whereas, like, all the other guys, including Alucard and stuff, usually take 2, 3, 4 damage. Of course, if she's, I mean, granted, like I said, the storyline says that she's not, this is no longer canon, but if she's just like, oh no, I'm just gonna go out and fight, you know, monsters and stuff just because she wants to. I'm gonna go back up here, and climb this rope and see if there's anything up there. Without already making, you know, a name for herself as being, you know, the Belmonts, the saviors of Transylvania. Like, that's ballsy. Oh, that sucked. Oh, that was good. That was worth my time. Should I go back down? Or no, I think I'm going to keep going. Don't know if you can turn down the game audio, but it's overpowering you. Okay, so yeah, let me do that real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure depending on the emulator, it changes. So, which kind of sucks. So, turn it down a little bit more. All right, is that better? Let me see if that. Let me know if that's any better. But yeah, depending on the emulator, it seems like it's louder or quieter. Nope. Ah, see. So how do I deal with this? And I'm dead. Man, that is just a trap. sure I don't hit that. So I guess anytime there's like an alcove or something, I need to basically just avoid it. See, like down here. Should I get that one or not? I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to regret it. Nope. And of course, had I not done it, I wouldn't have been able to, or I wouldn't have upgraded my whip. Ah. Controls are a little weird. It's like she kind of gets caught sometimes. Oh, there we go. Like if she's jumping and it's high enough where she interacts with the ceiling, she gets caught and goes straight up. All right, let's see here. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Tell you what, we'll turn it down just a little bit more. See if that helps. All right. So I was telling him, he's like, I'm not going to say anything else about your audio because it seems like he's like, every time I get on your stream, that's all I'm talking about. I'm just like, dude, but I want to know. All right, we got our flame back on our Morning Star. I mean, graphically, it's nothing to write home about, but... And like I said, if this had stayed canon, it would make sense that this is the... she has the most basic of moves and stuff because, you know, she's literally the first one. She's starting off everything off. Because it'd be kind of odd if she had all these badass abilities and stuff and it was just like, oh no, I just never bothered teaching my son. And, you know, I taught him how to use a whip, but I didn't teach him how to, like, you know, do a backflip and do a rising uppercut and... So my question is why am I collecting hearts? Because I'm not using them for a secondary weapon. Right? I've got 35 of them. Pressing down or up doesn't do anything, like, and I've never picked up another weapon or a secondary weapon. Although it looks like over here to the left of my... okay, is this Batman? What is this? Okay, that was weird. Oh, man. Okay, I was going to say, did I lose my... Am I not hitting this guy? What's going on? No, I guess I am. Okay, now I have something in, I guess, my item over on the left-hand side, but I got it like at the very end. Okay, so yeah, I got a whirlwind that stops time. Oh, great! So these skeletons are kind of like the boos from Super Mario Brothers. Oh wow, we've got versions of the tower, the stacked skull dragon things. We'll go up here real quick. Look at this. Problem is it doesn't work as well that it does like in Super Mario, because, you know, Mario can't turn around and throw a fireball and kill the boos, whereas I can use this whip to do it. Not feeling this music, though. Music is very... what's the term I'm looking for? Carnival? Okay, I'm not going to bother killing that one. Alright, well, I've got 200 kills under my belt now. Can't quite jump up there. Wait, did I beat those zombies? No, I didn't. The first time I did, but the second time, no. I died. Okay, what's this guy? It's kind of like a hunchback, kind of like Igor or something. Like I said, it just doesn't really... those guys are not really that effective like they are in, what's it called? Super Mario Brothers, because I got the whip and I can just, you know, it damages them. I can hit them from wherever. Oh, so this has other paths like Rondo then? Yeah, I guess so. Well, not necessarily, because the first time I attacked the zombies... I managed to beat them, and then I went back to the exact same place I was at. Okay, I wish I could kill... I'm going to drop down there. That one's kind of fast. Actually, I didn't need this, but okay. I'll take it. It's a free meal, right? Dang it, that one was fast. They weren't always that fast, right? These are just faster. That's one heart. I don't care about one heart. But I went down there for that one. Why did I do that? Yeah, I'm not digging this music. Get away, bat. Did not mean to do that, but okay. I'm gonna go over here first. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going back to find out what that other path was. Oh, I didn't mean to drop around that far. Oh, well. Yeah, like I said, I'm not feeling the music on this. Okay, can I keep going this way? Yeah, I can. Nope, can't make it. Okay. I guess maybe I come back around this way if I had gone the other way. I'm almost at the halfway mark for that 500 kill. Now, how the hell am I supposed to get over there? Ooh, okay. This guy looks like he's bad news. Oh, shoot. What? What just happened? I don't know what just happened. It's like the game reset. But I didn't click anything. Is the ROM broken? I can't advance. Okay. That was so weird. Okay, and now the spikes are cleared. Maybe I had to kill that guy to... I had to kill that guy to clear the spikes? I'm going to sound like Cyrus here for just a second. I'm so confused. Nope. Not doing that. Okay, I bet I have to go down here, kill this guy. And I bet it clears the spikes up top. That's our working theory. Yep, can't go down this way any further. I still don't understand why the game reset. That's so weird. I don't have anything. Yep, and then it cleared the spikes. I don't have anything on my controller set to reset the game. Specifically for that reason. Like, I've always wanted to do a Castlevania-inspired cosplay. I'm not quite sure exactly how I would, like, what I would do. I don't know. I kind of want to do more armor, even as much as I love Richter's tunic. But I also want to do an original character, and the more that I'm playing these games, I'm just like, oh yeah, I could just totally make up a character. See, is there something up there? We're going to go up there and check. I could totally just make up a character and be like, I'm Robert Belmont. And be like, oh, okay. I know the name Belmont, so you've got to be a vampire hunter, but I don't know what game you're from. And we'd be like, I'm not from a game. I'm my own dude. How you doing this evening, last line? Okay. Nope, didn't mean to do that. I mean, I've got plenty of hearts. It's not like it's a problem. Whoa! Let's back that truck up a little bit. Okay. Don't jump in front of the dragon's mouth, Eugene. I wish I could tell if I'm, you know, like how much damage it has, but I can't tell. It's not giving me the normal, like on the bottom there for the boss. You know? Got it. All right, so I got a new sub-weapon. I don't know what it does. Did that give me life? Is that what that just did? Let's rewind real quick and take a look. It did. So for 20 hearts, I can bring my health back up for a certain amount. That's interesting. Nope. Okay. I did not mean to do that. I can't jump up. I can't. Okay, I can't jump there. I was going to say. Wait, how do I jump up there? So that's why they gave me the health ability. Because this is going to mess me up. All right, I'm at half health. Let's try this. Nice. Okay, yeah. Nope, don't do that. I've got to make sure I listen to that. It's... Whoa. No. Hit jump. There we go. Okay. At least 40 hearts, so I can do that twice if I need to. Man, the regen on some of these characters, some of these enemies is really small. Like you just barely get them out of the screen and they regen. Okay. I was going to say, watch him change his angle just now and come right down on top of me. Overall, I mean, yeah, it's not the greatest Castlevania by any means, but it's definitely a Castlevania game, and it's definitely on the Game Boy. So, is it better than the first one? Absolutely. Hands down. It's definitely better than Castlevania The Adventure. This one has some thought put into it. It actually, you know, feels like an actual Castlevania game. But there's no way I would have ever played this. Like, shoot. There's no way I would have played this back in the day, though, just because I had already moved on to, you know, other consoles and stuff. Well, I guess I'm going this way. I mean, for a Game Boy game, it looks fine. It sounds fine. It plays all right. I guess I'm gonna go back here in a second and try to climb up those towers there. Ooh, neat. Shoot. Okay, is this a trap? Yeah, it feels like a trap. Okay. Yeah, it was literally a trap. It literally just was stuck me in there to fight random monsters. All right, we'll go up here. There's no way I touched that. What is that? Nope. It's not a weapon. Okay, where do I go? Okay, I guess I have to go back down. So I just went up there to pick up that sword? I don't... Okay. Oh, I knew better than that. Nope, I knew better than that too. I should have known that was gonna... $371. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna go up here now. Stupid ghost. You know, we lost a lot of health on that. We're going to go back and do that. And we're going to go up the other rope. Or chain or whatever. Oh, okay. At least it's better than it was. Yeah, jumping on gears in a Game Boy game, not my idea of fun. Did I get an extra life? Shoot. Oh, stop. Kept regenerating. At least I can refill my health again one more time. Oh. Wait, what the hell? I can switch between them. Interesting. So I have soul weapons and then I have collection items. So obviously, so there's a little bit of replayability to this. Interesting. Seriously, is it going to keep killing... Is it going to keep regenerating that guy every time? Okay, I was going to say. And of course I picked the wrong one. Oh, but I got a 1-up. Okay, so that's not bad. Shoot, I'm gonna have to jump up there. Okay. Seriously? I'm just gonna have to be ready to jump. Okay, made it. Oh, it didn't even give me the chance to... You know what, we're going to try that again real quick, because I have a feeling... Nope. I was going to say, too bad it wasn't meat. Ah... I ran out of time. I was like, what killed me? But I ran out of time. This music's not the greatest either. Be nice if I had the flame back. Can't believe I made that jump. What would be interesting is if, just a little hypothesis here, what if, even though she's not using them as secondary weapons, what if this is her collecting all of the secondary weapons that you end up using in the rest of the games? Because I've got a sword, I could see if I got like an axe, the boomerang, the boomerang, the cross, the holy water. What else would there be? Because it looks like there's 5. So you'd have the sword that you throw, or basically the knife. Or maybe it's a knife. So you have the knife, the boomerang, holy water, the axe, and the stopwatch, maybe. That's just my hypothesis. Okay, that was just... I was like, that was just the sound effect of going back out of that menu. I was like, please tell me I didn't use a bunch of hearts again. Uh-oh. Here we go. And I don't have my shot. That's the problem. Oh. It's like precursor to death. Oh, that one's fast. Oh, shoot. I was going to say, if I stay on top of them, they won't generate, but that's not the case. That wasn't so hard. All shall burn. Okay, there is another path down here, so I guess there is alternate paths, unless I get dropped down or something. That's a big-ass spider. I am not feeling that. All right, so what do I have here? Up and attack. I guess I have to have more than 5 or so many hearts to use it. Don't go back any further. I don't want to regenerate those spiders. Whoa! Back the truck up. Ah, did you see that? Depending on how many achievements there are in this game. What the hell is that? What the? That was straight a, what is that? Trimmer. Got freaking trimmers in this game now. I'm going through brick. Epically, are you locked in? Yeah, sure I am. Alright, so there's an alternate path there. Let's try doing it. Let's go up. We're an hour in. We're almost an hour in. We may go for another half hour. See how far we get. But what I was saying was, I need to go over there that way. Depending on how many levels are in this thing and how many achievements, it might be worth my time to do a little achievement hunting on this one. Especially if it's just like exploring and finding items. What sucks is when you get those achievements that are just like, oh, like, you know, beat the level without losing any health or anything. That's when it gets kind of dicey. I mean, I could do it with, you know, rewind, but still. Oh, shoot. It's going to hit me no matter what. I bet that's something good, but I'm not going to do it. Still don't know what my special is on with this weapon. I think that said I'm at 450. Oh, what the? That was jank. They've never hidden monsters inside of candles. That's crazy. Yep, 454. I'm getting there. Nope. Oh. Well, I'm glad they didn't continue that little thing. Okay, there's a special candle here. Did I come all this way? Literally all the way up here just for meat? Yeah, I guess I did. It's interesting how some blocks you can jump through, and it seems like there's others you can't. Don't know what that gave me, but oh well. All this way for meat that I'm already losing the health to. Oh, wait a minute. There's another dark candle right there. Let's see what that is. It's just a heart. Of course it is. Unless I missed something, that little side trick was not worth it. Well, I will take that health. Yes, sir. Ah, shoot. I'm also glad this isn't doing the thing that some of the other Castlevania games did, especially the Game Boy versions, where when you get hit, you lose part of your whip. Because that kind of really sucked. Oh, that one. I can't win for losing. Or lose for winning. No, I'm not winning for loot. Still can't use the secondary weapon, the fire, whatever it is. Okay, so supposedly I just fought Medusa and her head flew off, and that is I read somewhere that is the start of the flying Medusa heads in the rest of the games. I don't know if that's the case. That's probably just someone's headcanon. I mean, it's kind of a fun idea, but more trimmers. Well, it's not worth killing this guy because I'm probably gonna have to go back up there anyway. Come on, get to the one up. Got it. Okay. This game has like more one-ups than I think any other Castlevania game ever has. 489. Down to about 100 seconds here. That's probably why they gave me the extra life, because you know, they know you're going to get tempted to go on these side tracks that don't lead anywhere. And it's not possible to beat the level in the amount of time they've given you. I don't know how I can get back down there. Whatever. I didn't mean to do that. But I guess I'm glad I did. Come on, Sonia. Let's get as far as we can. What the? I cannot believe I didn't take any health, any damage just then. Interesting. Huh. I just got a thing saying that RetroArch Retro Achievements was unreachable, but then it gave me an achievement, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, so the next achievement level is 850 kills. I better have gotten that achievement for 500 kills. I earned that. If I ever do some really hardcore achievement hunting, I'm going to have to like kind of figure out a screen or whatever. Set a screen setup. Oh, I ran out of time. That's why. I was like, how did I die? I had full health from a bat. How did that kill me? But I ran out of time. All right, we're going to go up here because there's a door on the other way. Nope. It's going to be this stuff. I want that health back, damn it. Oh, nope, the spiders are just too strong. It's like spiders all the way down. And I'm not planning on playing long enough that I can hit that 850 necessarily, so... If I'm getting up here and there's nothing here, kind of looks like that's what the case is. Oh, I got holy water. Yep. Okay, so I'm pretty sure my my hypothesis is correct. I'm literally collecting the weapons used in the later Castlevania games. That's kind of cool. I wish I could have actually use them instead of just collecting them. Nope, not doing that. Okay, how do I do that? Okay, I'm gonna have to... Nope, don't want to do that. Come on. See, like, you know, what would be nice is to actually use the holy water that I just got. To throw it down on that spider instead of, you know, just holding on to it for posterity. I need about 8 more hearts so I can regenerate my health if I don't find some here soon. Finally! Just need a few more hearts. Okay, I've got enough to finally regenerate my health. Still kind of holding on hope I'm going to get some meat somewhere. Or not, it looks like I'm about to fight Dracula. Yep. Alucard? What? Sonia, I didn't think it was true, but it is you. Alucard? I could say the same. They know each other? What the hell? What are you doing here? Listen to me, Sonia. This is not a place for someone like you. Oh, don't be like that. But Alucard, this problem concerns only me and my father. I've come to fight the lord of this castle. I cannot let my father, Count Dracula, get away with this. I must do this for my mother and for the world that she so dearly loved. Please understand. I am the only one who can make amends for the sins committed by my father. And there is no reason for you to get involved in this battle. Sonia, I could not bear to lose you, too. Now turn back. Thank you, Alucard. You're probably right. In fact, you have already made the right decisions. But I have no intention of going back now. Just as your father was granted strength from the evil deity to conquer the world, I have been granted strength to fight your father. I will not run away. We all decide our own fate. Hell yeah, girl. It was you who taught me that, Alucard. All right, Sonia. Then show me this strength you believe you so strongly in. Oh, great. So I have to fight him even though we're friends, maybe lovers, to prove it. For I too want to believe. Let us test this strength on me. Prepare yourself. Well, that didn't last very long. Problem is, once again, I can't tell. How much health he has. I guess a beating. Ow. I had no idea you had become so strong. Oh, Alucard. I need Sai here to help with the vocalization for this. It looks like this time it is I who have learned a lesson. Alucard, did you purposely? No, Sonia. You have made me believe in your strength. Alucard, I'm so sorry. Do not trouble yourself about it, Sonia. Now I must sleep. I fear we shall not meet again. Farewell, my beloved. Yep. What? Okay, so no wonder this isn't part of canon anymore. My beautiful vampire hunter. Alucard. Alucard, I will never forget you. Farewell, dear Alucard. Oh, so now I go down to this bottom level. So is this the last level? So there's 3 more collector items to collect. I'm assuming if I had collected the other 2 in those first 2 worlds, I'd collect the last one here. So I'm guessing this is near the end of the game. Probably not going to beat it because I was going to quit here in about, 10 minutes or so. Oh, great. It's, what's it called? The, Merman. Don't know what this weapon does. The secondary weapon. Oh, so it lets me shoot a beam. Okay, that's kind of cool. Go back a little bit here real quick. I was going to try to unshoot the beam so I can have all the hearts available. Oh, it only takes 1 heart, though. Okay. Still don't know what that other one was that I got. And right now, in my opinion, the health is the being able to regenerate health is still the most helpful of them. No, I'm not going to drop down there to get that. We're going to go through here, though. So I can go down or I can go possibly over. We're going to go over first. Oh, I hate these things. Oh, I didn't mean to jump up like that. Three? No, I can't take 3 hits. That's ridiculous. This music's not too bad. It does kind of suck, though, that we got Bloody Tears in that first level. And no more classic Castlevania music the rest of the way. Make sure there's nothing secret there. Nope. Meat. I came all this way for meat again. Yeah, if I go back and decide to like explore, like really explore this thing, I'm gonna have to like every time I get to a place that, you know, there's kind of a choice to go, I'm gonna need to like save. Put a save state in. And I came all this way down here for seemingly nothing. And I guess hearts. So unless I missed something, which I definitely could have, I've got to backtrack all the way to here, where there was a like another path I could have taken. I thought it was somewhere around here. Yeah, here it is. got some water going here. I'm going to change back to that one. My kingdom versus meat. Please let that be meat. How do I... That's just a heart. Psh. All that work for that. I mean, it really wasn't a lot of work, but you know what I'm saying. Nice piece of steak or something would be nice right about now. I think it's a turkey leg though. Turkey leg, steak, whatever. I'll take it. Whoa! Back the truck up. All right. Yeah, let's try that again. Jeez. Okay. This guy takes multiple points off your health when he hits you. Jeez. $125. It's an hour and 25 minutes in. We're gonna give it a few more minutes and then we're gonna call it. Oh, nope, did not mean to do that. Might as well. I don't know why I'm worried about killing these guys. Like I said, I'm not going to continue on long enough to get this next achievement. And they're not giving me anything for it, so... Seriously. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, seriously? Yeah, about to call it here. Make it to this next level, or this next area real quick, and just to see what's here, and then do a save state. And but see, like I was saying earlier, like I'm really enjoying the story, the continued storyline from these games, and it does make me want to. It does make me want to go back and play them, like in storyline order. Yes, I know. I said I was going to go through that last level part, and that was it. Probably should have hit me, but oh well. Jeez, are we just going to keep doing this over and over again? Come on. All right. Didn't mean to redo my health, but... guess we'll go up. Yeah, we're an hour and a half. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Dracula, you have done well, my girl. In fact, you are the first human to has come this far. You have my praise. You are the Prince of Darkness. Because of you, many people have died. Many people have suffered. Oh no, my dear. I have merely done what you humans wished for, fulfilling your insatiable desires. People must fulfill their own dreams with their own power. You who have been consumed by the power of evil no longer have the strength to determine your own fate. Silence. On the contrary, I am just the one to use this power, and I will be the king of he who rules over the entire world. Give yourself to me, young lady. There may be merit in your having your power, in having your presence. My strength will only be used to protect the world. Lord of Darkness, prepare to suffer for the trifling with so many lives. As you wish, girl, then it is your fate to kneel before my power. All right, well, here we go. Whoa, back up. Oh, shoot. Come on. Can't seem to escape that one. I ran out of time. Do I have any more lives? I ran out of time, and I can't go back, and I don't have enough power to kill him in time. Oh, man. You know what? We're going to hit a save space here, or save spot here, so I can't... That sucked. But it is what it is. No, I hit a save space. All right, there we go. Got a safe spot. All right. Well, that is it. Because I'm not going to go out through all that again. But, man, I can't believe I got to Dracula and couldn't beat him because I ran out of time, not even health. That's ridiculous. Oh, man, that's crazy. Another one for the books. Another way to end, like literally, I started this off playing the original Castlevania, got to Dracula, didn't think I was going to, was in the middle of the fight and accidentally hit reset and screwed myself. And then I kind of got screwed this way too. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, not a bad game. Definitely, it's definitely second, if not the best one of the Game Boy series. So yeah, if you've never played it like I had, go back and if you can find a copy of it. If not, give it an emulation. See what you think. So, real quick, let's just talk about everyone that joined us. Thanks everyone. My son, Epic Lion, Last Line. Thanks for joining, man. Let's see who else was on here. I think there was someone else, but it won't let me scroll back up. Maybe nope, it was just you two. So Cyrus, I guess, couldn't be bothered to come join us for this evening, so he couldn't see the end part of the Castlevania series, at least as far as I'm playing. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. Like I said, we were playing Castlevania Legends on the Game Boy, released in 1998. Its own timeline, not even part of the official timeline, but it was worth playing. It was fun, I should say. I am kind of interested in going through and getting the achievements and seeing if I can get all the other items, because I would like to see if I was correct. I'm 99% sure I'm correct since the items we were collecting, but it would be cool to definitely know, yes, you're collecting all the mythical items that you use as secondary weapons for the other games. So yeah, if you would please check us out on epicallygeeky.com or here on YouTube. You can find all the shows that we do, including Epically Geeky, the Epically Geeky Show, Marginally Geeky, Creatively Geeky, Sustainably Geeky, EG Live. Hopefully, Cy and I are going to do another episode of that later on this week. We've got a lot of news to talk about that's happened over the last several weeks. And then, of course, EG Gaming. I'm not sure when the next time I'll do one of these, and I'm not sure what game I'm going to play. So I'm going to talk with my boy and figure out what I want to do next. So, because I mean, there's tons of games I've never played. There's tons of games I'd like to go back and play. So we'll just kind of see how things go. For everyone on the site and everyone in the chat, have a good night.